Good morning, guys. Welcome to this fine edition on a Sunday morning at 7:10 a.m. Eastern Time here in New York City. I am bringing to you another Chia video. Now, today is a little more interesting, but sad at the same time because people are still getting hacked, right? Not just the individuals, farmers like yourself and I, but the Hashgreen team has officially announced a couple of days back. I saw the post from someone else. It wasn't official from them. And I was like, oh, shoot. They got compromised. There was a vulnerability and something happened and they lost a bunch of XCH, unfortunately. Uh, this comes to no surprise in the realm of cryptocurrency. Has been a big issue with a lot of scams, people taking advantage of others. And it's not any different from pre crypto markets where people scammed credit cards and scammed checks. Actually, interesting story. Someone told me that a physical check, even in today's world of 2023, someone was still able to intercept that, pretty much a man in the middle, and kept the signature, but replaced every details of that check to go cash it, which was crazy if you think about it, because you physically have to appear somewhere, you physically have to validate yourself, and the money was given, but the person that actually owned the check received it back as a part of the bank process, and you could see your checks that people deposit, and they saw a name on there that obviously was written to the person that wasn't them, right? That they didn't write it to, and they looked them up, and lo and behold, this is a long time careered person that does check frauds, right? It's crazy, crazy if you think about it. But long story short, let's go over some of the details of Chia today and the direction of what I want with this channel. I want to add additional stuff. I want to be a little bit different coming forth, but let's discuss that, after I'm done with all this. I am shocked. I am shocked that the price of XCH has been going back up. And I believe this had the cause, this was caused because I believe XCH, the Chia network, has liquidated some of their pre-farm to an investor. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I recall seeing and what I recall reading. Couldn't validate that, couldn't find it. So I'll let that be, but I'm very, very impressed of the price of being $28.68 as of today. And let's just check the last 7 days coming up from the lows. 26 wasn't that low. 26 was actually coming back up because we were talking about it when it was like in the low 20s. There you go. In the low 20s just last month. Actually, exactly a month ago. Impressive, isn't it? And if you look back at the entire year, it was only this time in October that it reached the lowest of the low, which I just couldn't explain it. But now the price has been coming back up. Am I positive on it? Neutral. Let's just put it that way. Because I don't know. I still haven't seen anything that's coming forth of this. I know the technology is growing. There's is there anything else lined up for it? I'm not sure. Is everyone just waiting for an IPO that has nothing going for the company? What is it IPOing? What business structure or business development or business technology that is trying to push out to the open market, especially if it goes IPO? Now, granted, if it does go IPO, a lot of the salaries, the transparency, it will be all there, right? But of course, no additional layoffs from what I can see, but the trend, not so much the trend, but the momentum of the company itself has kind of, in my opinion, lost traction, right? You got the top guys being let go, or just a mutual agreement to not pursue this anymore, whatever the case is. A lot of people were pretty upset that JM was no longer with Chia, even though he was pretty much the foundation of all this plotting and all this great technology with the hard drives. But let's keep on going. 31 EIB as of today. We have, let's peer info, 101,000 across the world. All right, across the world. China's still holding the top place. US is second. And where we 22.11, I'm not even sure where I am right now. I totally forget. It's been a while, guys. Every time I look at this, it's probably the only time when I'm actually deciding to, you know what, let's do a video, because it's been a while. I'm not monitoring this every day like I used to. Like I said, the traction for me has kind of diminished as well. The rhythm and rhyme, like, oh, every day I was putting out videos almost and talking about it because there was so much going on. The team is growing, but now the team is shrinking. But the technology has been pretty static at this point. Now, a lot of you may disagree, like, oh no, the GPU stuff just came out. I understand that. I totally understand the GPU was a new technology that Chia implemented, but the GPU farming plotting was a technology that was already implemented by Mad Max, and the only reason, in my opinion, that Chia network was so on top of all that was because they didn't want to be outshined. They did not want to be outshined by Mad Max, a single individual that contributed more, in my opinion, than most people. All right, and I don't think Chia network liked that attention given to, and I would say, that an opponent at this point, because they're not working together. They're definitely working against each other, right? So anyway, let's go over some of the things I wanted to discuss today in this video. People are still getting hacked, and unfortunately for this individual, Benny, he did two posts. He did one, lesson learned, and he also did a urgent need. Well, he said that he got hacked and he realized what happened. I'm at a loss for words and feel helpless and face. This is common, right? This is common. Unfortunately, this is common in the crypto space. I mean, some people get hacked out of your ATM machine, like their debit cards and credit cards. So this is nothing. Monetary value being lost is, it's not uncommon, but yeah, it does hurt. It does suck. 20 coins, you times that by the current price of today, it's not, it's decent amount. It's not like a life-changing situation, but you put a lot of effort into earning it, whether you bought it, it's still real money. Don't get me wrong. Crypto is, even though there's a tie to real dollars and cents in this world that we're living in today. I feel sorry for Benny, and of course, you can read the whole thread. It's on the Chia forum, but not just Benny. There were other individuals throughout the time of Chia's existence till now that people have been compromised, whether malicious software, whether it was being tricked into doing something that they shouldn't have done by the individual, social engineering, whatever it is. But let's dive a little deeper, just a little deeper, not too much details on how he got compromised. Let's see. But why did I open the port in the first place? A few weeks ago, I faced a situation where my Chia full node was not synchronized and wouldn't connect to the network. I searched for a solution. The only thing that seemed to work was opening the port, and I initially did it manually, but eventually I decided to use the UPnP for convenience. However, I suspected that the attacker may have somehow caused my node to disconnect from the network, intentionally preventing it from reconnecting. This could have been a ploy to make me open up the ports, giving them access to private key. I believe this may be related to previous issue, which I discuss here. Security issues, problem with antivirus. So yeah, there you go. There's your answer. Something wasn't working, and previously it was. Nothing changed technically, right? But in order to troubleshoot, you start opening things you shouldn't. And from that point on, anything could happen. You're basically opening your front door. Uh, you know, things can connect. Not, it's not like a human is waiting physically until, scanning what ports are being opened by someone. There's bots. There's bots all over the place. They get announcements. The bots trigger it. They get in. A whole bunch of things. A lot of things can happen. But it's good that this individual pointed out what was done and what was said on their behalf, because now you have a better idea of what not to do, right? This is these lessons learned. And of course, he has posted that as well. But let's go over to Hashgreen. This was a Reddit post. You can see my future wealth. I have been permanently banned. I really don't care anymore. This Reddit thing really ticks me off. But anyway, just as much as Twitter. I saw this first. I wasn't sure if this was real or not. And then I dug a little deeper. And of course, if you go to Hashgreen's Twitter or X, they had confirmed that there had been a vulnerability in the smart contract implementation and have unfortunately been exploited as a block, blah, blah, blah. Keeps on going. And they explain the whole situation. It is unfortunate that the exploiter opted to drain the funds from the pool this burn address. Instead of notifying us about the vulnerability, Chia blockchain is a small and tight community, and it would be our great loss to see the mutual trust vanish. We have temporarily shut down the servers to prevent further exploit, and please expect our follow-up on this matter. There has not been any follow-up as of yet. This was on November 10th. Today's the 12th, so literally they found out. They posted this, and it was just yesterday, and of course today's the 12th, so early morning. They only had a real 24 hours. Maybe they knew about it sooner, and they just posted this here, but I don't know how much. They lost. Ooh, oh shoot. Is that how much they lost? 270 XCH? Am I reading that right? Smart contract drained the funds from the pool. Was this the pool? Oh shoot. Wow. Anyway, 200. What is that? Let me just pull up the calculator really quick, because that math is too much for me to comprehend right now. Where is my calculator? Was it 270? 270, right? At today's price, I think it was. Let's just say $28. Let's just say 28. That's not too bad. Oh, it's right here. What the hell am I doing? Oh my god, I'm such a tool sometimes. Anyway, I sorry about that. Still early. I'm still drinking my coffee. So anyway, guys, this is another Chia video, and I said that, I wanted to address the state of this channel, and if you made it this far, I do want to incorporate more technology stuff, but it just doesn't fit the name, Poor Investor, right? The whole Chia thing, the crypto stuff, I was mining Ethereum, and was it Raptorium and all these other crypto stuff. It made sense to call myself the Poor Investor. But if I wanted to divert some of that attention, because it's mining and farming and getting into technology, as far as not so much with crypto, but just like hacking and, password hash cracking and pen testing and red teaming and all that, just doesn't fit the channel. So I'm trying to like balance it. I do have another channel that discusses more of cybersecurity stuff, but not to the technology level. It's more of a employment, looking for jobs, and what the current market seems to be like. It's so hard, and this is just my opinion. It's just so hard in YouTube to be so much more diversified on what you want to do, right? I could become a vlogger and just like talk about everyday nonsense, whatever I feel like, technology one day, finances the other day, and what the hell I'm eating another day. I just don't know. That's where I'm a little torn. Like, what am I doing with Poor Investor? And should I just stay with Chia? Should I just stay with crypto on this channel? There's plenty of guys who do that, but maybe not to the extent that I'm talking about it. whatever it is. If you guys enjoy it, please hit that like and comment and let me know what you think, especially if you stayed around this long. All right. So I want to thank you guys for being here, and of course, I will bring more videos. It's like Bitcoin, BitBoy, right? He lost. I mean, he built out this whole million subscriber channel, and he lost it. Something he built and did every single day, he lost it and created a new channel. If you're not aware of that, comment that below and I'll talk more about it. I thought that was really interesting. All right. So again, thank you guys for being here, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye.